Hello everybody, my name is Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. Welcome into my beautiful divine feminines, my divine masculines, my star seeds, my soul tribe. Welcome in to anybody that feels guided, aligned, likes my energy, likes the look of me. Whatever brought you into this video today, I'm really grateful to have you. I don't have a speech this morning. I got nothing. I'm really happy it's Friday. I think what I've decided to do, because this whole waiting 24 hours to post just is really throwing me off. So I think I've decided that I'm gonna film in the morning and I'll give it till like the end of the day and I'll post it in the evening. So moving forward, I won't be posting my videos in the morning anymore. I'll be posting them at night to just give YouTube that bit of time that it requires to study my video and learn who it needs to be delivered to. Because maybe I did see a little bit of a difference in terms of how many views the videos got that I waited rather than the ones that I just posted quicker. So maybe there is something to it. But yeah, it feels weird to like talk about stuff in real time and then post it 24 hours later. I don't know, it feels like the moment is gone or something. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try this and see if this works. Anyways, let's get into it. This morning I felt guided to come to the Unity Oracle deck. I'm gonna give the Siren Song deck a try again. I don't know, it was really weird when I used it the other day, but it was the first time I'd ever used the deck. You know, you got to get used to a deck. So the Siren Song, it's basically a combination of the Lenormand and the Kipper combined into a large deck. So I really don't want this to be a long video today. I did do a pre-shuffle already. I've only just briefly glanced at the cards, and I was already picking up on an energy. And it's funny, you know, as I'm tapping in more to the collective, maybe I do have a speech apparently. As I've been tapping more into the collective energy and like feeling it when I'm coming to do these readings, and I'm still tapping into it after I'm done filming and doing my readings, I'm noticing a theme amongst the readers that I'm even drawn to watch amongst our messages. They're very similar, and it's really beautiful confirmation for me to see that this energy I'm tapping into is real, because sometimes I get worried. I don't ever want to give anybody false hope and create delusions for them. And I've experienced a lot of disappointment in my life. And I guess I'm always mindful of what I'm saying and making sure that I really feel what I'm saying, so that I'm not giving anybody any false hope and letting people down or disappointing people. And no, my messages aren't going to be for everybody. And you'll know it. Like, you'll know if the message is meant for you. If it doesn't fit, just move on and it'll be for the next person. But I'm really noticing people like Shea Palia, Jadina, these two women I follow on YouTube, and it's like our messages are aligned. They're very similar messages. Araya Amenti, another one. Like, those three women, it's like I make a video, I post it, and then I go sit down and I watch some videos, and Shea Palia, I think her name is, the last name. It's wild to me. Our videos are almost identical, and I haven't watched her video yet. I don't believe she ever watches my videos. Maybe she does. I don't think she does though. I'm too little right now on YouTube for her to know who I am. But it's crazy how aligned our messages are. So there's something to that. And basically the messages are that, you know, it's wild. I was saying how at the beginning of February, I felt like things were speeding up and I was being pulled in 1,000 different directions, and I had all these obligations and meetings and things after work, and I was feeling very overwhelmed. But then this week arrives. I got sick at the beginning of the week, so it was like spirit forced me to slow down. And then I was able to work from home all week today. So that saved 2 45-minute commutes to and from the office. It gave me extra time back in the morning. I was able to get a little bit more sleep in the morning. I didn't have as many obligations this week, and I really enjoyed the slowing down this week because things are about to pick up again for me as of next week. So it was funny, I was watching Jadina this morning, and she was talking about that, how our spirits are craving slowness. Our spirits are craving doing less. And that is so true. I've really been feeling that and tapping into that this month, where I am craving that being paid to exist. I don't want to do the 9 to 5 thing anymore. I don't want to be tied to somebody else's wealth and somebody else's dream. I want to build for myself. I want to create. I want to live where I can get paid to do what I love, which is create. And then have the ability to travel around the world and create content all over the world for people to see. This is my dream, you know, along with opening a beautiful healing center is another dream that I have of creation. But I do feel like we are truly moving into that time. And when I talk about that, that's the part I'm like, oh God, I don't want to give anybody any false hope or, you know, but I feel it in my heart, in my soul. I feel like we are moving into a time, this collective anyways, not everybody. There's a lot of people out there that are still asleep. They're not self-aware. They're buy, you know, materialistic, self-centered, you know, have no spirituality, no connection to source, to their soul. There's a lot of those out there still. And I pray for them every day. I send love. You know, this morning I actually did the loving kindness meditation. And I was thinking I might do a video of it. If you're interested and you want me to do that, let me know. I'm a little nervous because you chant, so I'm a little scared to do that on video, but I was thinking this morning it might be really nice for me to do a recording of the loving kindness meditation, and you guys can use it whenever you want. So I think this weekend I'm going to get the courage to make a loving kindness video for you guys. But anyways, I just wanted to say that this morning, that it's really cool that I'm seeing, like, across the readers on YouTube, messages are aligning and we are all talking about the same thing. So there must be something to that. So the cards that came out of the Unity Oracle were card number 5, Suspension, Surrender to the Ebbs and Flows of Life. And my beautiful Nathan and rainbows in that card. The next card is 10, Empowered Love. Move out of survival and into the energy of thriving. This is the energy we are in right now, guys. This is such a beautiful confirmation, and I've never pulled this card before since I've got this deck. We are moving out of a lackful mindset. We are moving out of a job that we feel like we always have to be proving ourselves. We are moving out of that energy. And the next is 13, Energy Balance. Balance is essential to our overall health. Yes, we are recognizing and waking up to the fact that we have not been living balanced lives. We are not aligning anymore to the traditional job or work. And job, when I say job and work, I mean doing something you don't like for 40 hours of your life every week. Now, I'm grateful. I do like what I do, but I feel stuck. I feel trapped. I feel like as much as this was an incredible opportunity, and again, I do love what I do, but I want more. I don't want to be chained to a 9 to 5 desk where I have to be accountable to somebody else for 40 hours of my time every week. I want freedom. I want to travel. I want to create. This is what my heart is calling me to do. And maybe you're like me, where you've spent a good chunk of your life doing what society expects of you, but you're feeling like this isn't right anymore. This doesn't feel balanced. This doesn't feel aligned with what my soul wants. So you're changing that. Spirit is helping you change that. Oh my God. And the last card out of that deck, 35, Miracles. Miracles are waiting to be discovered. Oh my God, that's beautiful. This is actually just confirming the energy I was already picking up on, where the ebbs and flows of life, I feel like you're not resisting anymore. And maybe you were someone in the past that resisted. You were working for promotions, you were working to find love, you were always working to control the outcome, but then the outcome wouldn't be what you wanted, and you were just left with all this disappointment. And I touched on that in the beginning of this reading, but I feel like you're in the flow now. You're kind of moving with life and going, okay, that thing, and I'm not in alignment with that anymore. All right, we're going to toss that aside and we're going to go on to the next thing and allow spirit to work in our lives and bring us to the next thing. Rather than trying to control and force the next thing, you are in a state of flow now, a flow state, I should say. This waterfall, you're kind of just moving like the water. You're moving in the direction of the current now, rather than going against the current, which is maybe what you've done a lot of your life, is go against the current, fighting against everything that hasn't worked for you, and personalizing it, and it means you're not good enough and you got to work harder and prove yourself more. And no, 11:11, as I said that, wow. This reading is confirming that you have done the work. Even this empowered love, I feel like you have learned to see yourself. You have learned to love yourself. Yeah, there's just this self-love. I'm feeling all this self-love, this union within, energy balancing. Yeah, energy balancing. And I think because of the work you've done, this is just an extra confirmation to say, believe in miracles, believe that you are going to get paid to exist. This is the era we are moving into as a collective, and I believe it's real. And I believe for some of us, that's what's coming in the spring. Big love, money, like winning the lotto, unexpected inheritance, like something big. Something really big is coming, and it's going to change your whole life. And that's why I think spirit is really getting us to rest right now, to slow it down, to rest right now. And Jadina said it like, life can kind of feel mundane or boring right now, but that's purposeful. Spirit wants you to be in quiet right now. I've been in a lot of isolation this week, and you know what? I've loved it. I need it, because I'm about to go on this adventure to Uganda where I'm going to be leading 10 women through the jungle. And we're doing a lot more stuff, game drives and trekking chimpanzees and gorillas, but there's not going to be a lot of me time. I am the tour leader of this trip. I have to be on and available 24/7 for these women to make sure they're happy. So there's very little time for myself over that 2-week period. So I am taking as much time alone leading up to that, because I am self-aware. I know what I need. I know what my body needs. And if I can just go slow for the next little while until I leave on my trip at the end of the month, then I'm going to be okay. And I'm going to have the energy to deal with that for 2 weeks. And I am someone that requires a lot of downtime and me time and quiet time, and I'm not going to get that for 2 weeks. I'm with a roommate even that I don't know, so there's no me time, there's no quiet time on that trip, and that scares me a little bit, because I know if I don't have that in a week's period, I'm usually not very good the following week. So that's why I'm taking as much time for myself right now. And I don't know why I just went off on that whole tangent about that. I'm so sorry. If you're still here, thank you. All right. So I used the Siren Song. They're beautiful little cards. So what has come out in these cards is unexpected money. Wow. Rich girl. Oh my God. Rich girl. What? Oh my God. And then woman came out. And then the next card is Crossroads 22. Crossroads. And yeah, that's kind of where I feel like we're at right now. We're teetering between the old timeline, the old life, and one foot into the new timeline and the new life. And that's the crossroads. We're crossing that threshold, and it's happening very soon. The next card is expectation. Yeah, you expect this. I don't believe this is false hope. I don't believe this is misleading. I really feel this is happening for us. I do. I believe it in my heart and soul. I believe this is one expectation we can hold on to. This is happening for us. And then cross, interesting, cross and crossroads. I'm gonna put those two together. And the last card out of this deck is Sinner. Sinner. And I feel like the Sinner card is not like, it's not in the traditional sense of sinner, like, oh, you've done something wrong. To me, I feel like this Sinner card is actually representing what I was speaking about this feeling like we always have to be proving ourselves, like we're never good enough, like we're always doing something wrong, sinning. So I'm gonna look at this Sinner card like that, like it's saying we are moving out of this energy where society taught us that we always have to be proving ourselves. We're never good enough the way we are. We always need to be achieving the next thing, killing ourselves, working ourselves to the bone. And did you know cortisol actually ages you like 1,000,000 times faster? And cortisol comes from stress. I don't want that. I don't want the stress anymore that a corporate job brings, that a higher paying salary brings at a job. I want to create. I want to be a creator because that doesn't feel like, this is not work. Doing this is not work for me. I love this. I love what I do. I love my gifts. I love working with them. This is not work to me. So this is what we're talking about when we're saying you're getting paid to exist. It isn't actually, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to get paid. That's not what it means. What getting paid to exist means is that you are just going to be in your creator era, doing something that you feel passionate about, that you absolutely love, so it doesn't feel like work. You're not going to call it a job, because a job is somewhere you go that you hate, that you don't want to go, but you have to because you've got to survive and pay your bills. That's a job. That's not what you're going to be doing. We are going to be moving into a getting paid to do what we love to do era. Let's call it that. That's what it means when us readers say getting paid to exist. And this unexpected money, rich girl, woman, like, I feel like this is just confirming that. Like what I said, possibly winning the lottery, coming into some kind of big money that's going to change your whole life. That's going to free you from that job that you hate, that's going to clear up the debt that you've been looking at going, how the hell am I ever going to get out of this? It's going to change everything for you. But it's because you're finally in a space, of self-love and balanced energy. You've healed. You've done the healing work, and because of that, you are moving out of this proving myself to everybody era, not feeling good enough or worthy, to into your divine feminine. That's what this woman card feels like to me. You are in your full divine feminine era, and that's just an energy. That's not a gender related thing. I know it says woman on the card, but I'm going to look at this woman card as more of a divine feminine energy. And this is the energy that you have been tapping into to work on that. I'm good enough just as I am. I don't need to prove myself to anybody. I am good enough just as I am. So expect beautiful things, guys. Expect miracles. Yeah. Expectation and miracles. Expect miracles, because that's what's coming. And I really feel the springtime again. Like even all of these cards with like flowers on them, this feels like springtime. Springtime, all these beautiful flowers and colors, it feels like spring. And a lot of feminine energy on these cards. I just noticed that because the Lenormand and the Kipper has male cards, masculine cards as well, but all of this is feminine. This is all divine feminine energy, Mother Gaia energy. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Every card here, actually, I apologize. No, that's wrong. There's one man on this card, the unexpected money. So maybe this really is about a union within masculine and feminine energies, although the majority of the energy is feminine. It's divine feminine energy, which is kind of cool because I feel like the distorted masculine energy is what we are moving out of. So it's kind of fitting that there's only one masculine card here on the table. The rest is all feminine energy. So I'm gonna finish it up with the Light Seers Tarot, and let's see what else Spirit wants to share with us today about this reading, about what's coming. This is crazy. I'm so excited though. I have been wanting this for such a long time, and maybe you have too. You have been wishing for abundance, for peace, for a quieter, slower life. Maybe you've been craving that too. My curiosities lately, it's funny, they keep changing, but I'm curious too. What are your curiosities right now? Like, where are your curiosities taking you? Mine right now is van life, traveling across Europe or even across Canada in a camper van, and herbalism. Like, I'm feeling very drawn to learning how to create potions and healing remedies with nature, with the earth. Like, I'm feeling very called to that, and maybe that's the next step of creation for me, is going in a van across the country or something and filming it, and along the way learning herbalism and, you know, learning natural remedies. I don't know, it's wild though. That's where my energy has been pulling me. Spirit, please show me through the tarot deck what additional messages. Oh wow. All right. Oh my God. Holy shit, guys. Okay, Five of Swords. This is the energy that we are moving out of. This, I have all this debt, I'm not good enough, headaches, problems, never feeling like you're gonna get ahead in life, feeling like it's never gonna happen for you, and you always have to watch everybody else living the life that you want. This is the energy you are leaving behind. You are not resisting anymore. You're not resisting what isn't working anymore. You're embracing Spirit guidance, and you're following that guidance, and you're letting go of anything that isn't working for you. You're not looking at the evidence of all the debt you've accumulated or broken relationships or the fact that you're alone. You're not looking at any of that anymore. You are trusting, like, look at what's next. Six of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ace of friggin' Cups. Like, I can't make this up. Look at this. This is wish fulfillment. This is self-love. This is love coming in. And I've been talking about that too. Like, oh my God, look at this. The Star in the middle, wish fulfillment for abundance and love. And if I'm being honest, those are the two things that I have like desired the most in my life. I have never been successful in love, and I've never really been successful in creating abundance long-term. I can manifest abundance in the moment, but it's like I didn't know how to hold it. So how crazy that this wish fulfillment is in the middle, the Star, with abundance and love. And I feel like that's what you can expect. That's what you can expect. Your cup is overflowing because you've learned to love yourself, you've learned to choose yourself, and because of that, you are calling in your true divine counterpart. You are leaving behind all the toxicity, all the things that didn't work, and you're finally able to hold abundance because you feel worthy of it. You finally feel worthy of it. Wow, this was beautiful. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else that you would like to close out this reading for this beautiful, oh my God, guys, I can't make this shit up. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Strength card, the 10 of friggin' Cups, like, hello, and the Fool. What in the actual heck, guys? Yes, it took a lot of strength for you to get to this point, but you persevered. You didn't give up. You kept fighting. You kept healing. You kept diving deeper into the darkness of your soul to heal what was broken. You did it. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of me. And you are going to get your 10 of Cups. You're going to get your abundance, your love, because you are taking the risk. You are jumping off the ledge into your new life, into your new timeline. You don't know all the steps. You don't know all the pieces yet, but that doesn't matter. You don't care. You're taking the leap anyways because you know what's waiting on the other side is friggin' miracles. Wow. I don't even think there's anything more to say here. Like, be ready. Be ready is all I gotta say. Rest now. Because what's around the corner in the springtime, like March, April, whew, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to hear from you guys what's coming. And I'll share mine too. Like, I can't wait to be able to share with you guys that this actually came to fruition in my life. Oh my God, wow, incredible message. I hope this helps somebody out there. I love you guys. Mwah.